Hello everybody, Enrico from Clicktrust here. So in this video today, I wanted to show you a tool that we use at Clicktrust for our clients to clean and combine the data coming from different data sources for our dashboard. And that tool is called funnel.io. Let me show you a couple of examples on why I think it's incredibly useful and how we use it. So, for example, let's just say that I have different campaigns in Facebook, in Google Ads, in Pinterest, in Teads, and whatnot, and all of them they have a different naming conventions, obviously depending on the platforms. Let's just say that I have campaigns in Facebook that are called paid social dash starting date dash client dash um, product dash promotion dash summer, for example, summer promotion or whatever. Obviously, when I look in Looker Studio, I don't want to see the entire campaign name. I just want to see what the product is. And obviously, I can clean it in Looker Studio directly using a case function, but I would have to do it every time, and it's going to be a little trickier than if I do it in funnels. So here I can do it directly and immediately for Facebook, for Google's, for all the social platforms, so that I can easily map it here, and I can easily say with an easy formula and say when the campaign contains whatever product name, then show me the product name. So we're creating a dimension here. And once we map our dimension correctly, what we're going to see is in the table, we're just going to see the products, the list of products, and all of our metrics. So let me give you an example. So here, for example, we have, and I'm going in Data Explorer here, obviously then all the data that you have in your funnel here, in funnel, you're gonna have them in Looker Studio. I'm just gonna show you in a second how. But basically here, I'm seeing, and this is the data coming from all the different platforms. I'm just easily seeing the product name, and then the cost, the clicks, the purchases, the add to cart, the product views, and I can have all the metrics that I like and all the metrics that I create. And I can have them, for example, I can have the data directly coming from Shopify, I can have them coming from analytics. So you see already how easy it is to combine different data coming from different data sources, which could quickly turn into a nightmare when I'm blending data into Looker Studio. So that's example number one. Example number two, how to create custom metrics. So as I just said, here we had all our different metrics for our dimension. And let's just say that I want to see the cost per purchase. And I don't want to purchase like for data coming from Google Analytics or Google Ads or Facebook. I want the actual number of purchase. So I want backend data, I want Shopify data, for example. So if I want to create my custom metric here, all I have to do is create from scratch here, and I'll just say purchase cost per lead, for example. We're gonna use a formula, and it's gonna be extremely simple. So I'm just gonna take the cost, and the cost that I want is gonna be, where is it? All the way down here. So I want the custom one, and I want the custom one because the custom one already takes into account automatically by default, before you start mapping anything, all the costs coming from different platforms. So I take the cost one here divided by, and then here I want the sales. I don't remember if it's called sales, total sales. Here you go. And then here, what I want is that the number, I'm just gonna take monetary, so that when I export into Google Looker Studio, I already gonna have the value in euros directly. Example number three, let's just say that we're advertising in a bunch of different countries. So obviously, just like for our product, I wanna see our countries immediately. What I can do is, again, mapping it directly is as our custom dimension here. So what I like about funnel is that let's say, for example, that I don't want to map every single campaign and say campaign, if campaign name contains Austria, then call it Austria. If campaign name contains Switzerland, set it to Switzerland. What I can do is plugging in directly a Google Sheet where I have everything already in our columns, and say when the campaign, and then the tool is going to look up, because we have our data source here, that is Google Sheet source. When the campaign contains and it looks up in the Google Sheet, then is going to have, and you put the country code, the field here. And then once this is done, that I click on create, and I created my custom metric, where I can go into Data Explorer, and then I can explore my data here. And remember, all the data you have here, you also have in Looker Studio. So basically I have my countries here, I have the cost that I have spent for all my marketing campaign per country, and then I can also see immediately, I don't know, I can take the add to carts, I can take the sessions, I can take the revenue, I can take the cost per transaction, the conversion rate, and then if I just load it, I have all the information here immediately displayed per country, and all the metrics that I want and that I like. And how am I going to export this to Looker Studio? All I have to do is I'm going to go and export. And remember, I can export all this data. I can export them toward Looker Studio, Power BI. I can export toward Microsoft Azure, BigQuery, Google Sheet. And all I have to do is I create a new export source here, and let's just say, for example, that I created this one, and all I have to do is going here, selecting all the metrics that I want, and when I'm in Looker Studio, I can just select that data source, which is funnel data source, and I'm gonna have all those metrics. If you're having problem building your dashboard, or you're struggling combining your different data sources, check out our training on dashboarding on Clicktrust.be. Thank you.